Where do I even begin?
Terry Drinkwater explained that American children these days are obsessed with the whole disgusting death.
On February 5th, 1983, Americans sat down on their couches, adjusted their rickety wooden trays holding their TV dinners, and assumed they were going to routinely watch an episode of Diff'rent Strokes. They were planning on laughing at the antics of Arnold and Willis, but instead they were served with something totally different. They were unknowingly strapping themselves in for the Bicycle Man.
Hello, I'm Conrad Bain. Tonight on Diff'rent Strokes, we're starting a special two-part show on a very sensitive and important subject. Now, we urge families, children, and parents alike to watch both of these informative episodes and then to discuss the problem presented, which is of deep concern to all of us.
Back then, whenever you were watching a funny TV show and there was an introduction like that, someone's overdosing or someone's getting molested.
The episode opens up with Arnold and his family returning their bikes to the bike shop from what they explained to us as being their weekly bike ride through Central Park.
Super rich family, huge house, no bikes. They rent 4 of them every week from this guy. The store owner, Mr. Horton, is immediately introduced, and he sachets into the room, juggling oranges.
The youngest of the bunch, Arnold, is the first to call out the absurdity of this and begs his dad for a bike of his own.
Oh, Dad, please, give me a bike, please, please. Don't just stand there. Help me grovel.
His dad agrees to buy him the bike, and the owner decides that this is the perfect opportunity to present Arnold with the first of what will be several proposals. If Arnold hands out the flyers to all the kids, he can get a free handlebar radio for his bike. Arnold's dad agrees to this.
Give? As in hand over, no strings? Cockroach in the house?
They wasted no time getting into the creepy undertones. As a kid watching this, I probably didn't catch them. But as an adult watching it, it's disgusting.
What's the old saying? You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
You keep coming up with these presents, you can scratch me all over.
Never say that to a kid.
Arnold's experience handing out flyers is negative. He's really bad at this, and he eventually lets his frustrations boil over, even turning to inappropriate threats to the Asian community.
Take it off, punch your lights out.
Arnold's friend comes up with a scheme to get rid of all the flyers quickly by lying about the deals at the bike store, resulting in all the kids snatching up the flyers. He later goes back to the bike shop to tell Mr. Horton that he was successful and that his friend also wants to come over to get flyers to hand out. They both celebrate eating ice cream,
You know, Arnold, I've been
where the
thinking about that
grooming
bicycle.
soon begins.
Me too.
Just seems a shame that you have to wait until your birthday to enjoy it. Maybe you and I could figure out a way you could have it before your birthday.
As alarming as this episode is, I think we should show our kids this. There's so many red flags in this episode, from the special room in the back that clearly has games for kids, to the proposal of the private ice cream session, and then the first of many secrets and indecent proposals. Arnold gets the bike early, before his birthday, if he continues to do deeds for Mr. Horton. Their little secret.
Why don't we just make it our little secret?
I remember Arnold brings his friend over to the den of grossness, and there's this scene where Mr. Horton hears them coming, and he walks over to the wall and he opens this little teeny door, and he sees the kids, and then he quickly goes and pulls out a porno magazine with the creepiest name possible, Cutie Magazine, and he lays it down on the table for the kids to see when they come in.
Things escalate quickly as Mr. Horton strategically steps out of the room, and the boys are left alone with their genuine excitement for bike stuff and the latest issue of Cutie Magazine. Horton comes back to the room and catches them looking at the naked women, but instead of yelling at them, he assures them that looking at naked people is okay.
This guy is super casual about it. He talks about naked statues at the museum, just normalizing the graphic content he strategically shows them. The conversation evolves into talking about skinny dipping, and then they're just all of a sudden eating pizza, and then he breaks out the fine vino in the glass carafe. Eventually they toast to being new business partners in the bike industry, and they move on to having some fun. He asks them if they enjoy taking pictures, and they act like it's the most fun thing in the world.
You guys like to take pictures?
Yeah, we love it.
See if I got my here's my trusty camera right here. Okay, here we go.
So he just has a photo shoot. And I remember Arnold wearing like somebody was wearing a safari hat, and Arnold is hugging his shirtless friend, and then the credits start to roll, and then the audience goes berserk.
All right, let's see those poses some more. That's the way to go. Okay.
Start cheering and screaming like it, and I'm assuming because it's supposed to be a brave episode, but the timing of it comes off as if Arnold's hugging his nude friend in front of a pedophile and the crowd is cheering. So the timing of that closing applause was a little strange. You would think that after all of this, the next episode, the to be continued episode, is going to be them catching him for what he just did in his little apartment here with the boys. There's some more.